Good morning, Philip with RTX Honeybees. It's May 9th, 2022. About 6:45 in the morning. I'm over here at Sarge's bee yard, or not, I'm sorry, at Sarge's property. These are Sarge's bees here that I gave him, but he let me set some bees up over here, do some reorienting and things like that. So today, I'm going to take these two colonies, these on the stand, except for this one that's turned sideways, have been here 1 week. I'm going to take these two and put them into the Texas deep box that's in front of the stand. We'll move it back to this position. This box on the outside is going back to my home yard in Capel. This is the ones I'm going to call Alabama bees too. They came from Rex's house. Rex is a big Alabama fan, by the way. That's why I call the bees I catch at his house Alabama fans. Rex came up to me Sunday night at an event and was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, What you mean?" He said, "There's no trap behind my house." I said, "Yeah, I know, Rex. All my traps have bees in them." And he said, "Well, you know, the history of the traps at Rex's house is this is their third season, and this is the first year they've caught bees. Uh, so they've caught two already." And he said, "You know, he said, I just started doing good, and you took me out of the game. So we got to take a trap back over to Rex's house when we get some of these emptied out." Anyway, I'm taking these back to Capel, and I'm putting these in its place. The reason I want these in Capel is because they were caught near my home, which is where Rex's home is. They have a chance of being, managed more gentle bees. Who knows? We'll see once we get into them and get them installed. All right. I'm also going to install this, which are on regular deeps, into a nuke box. I've got a 5-frame and a 6-frame nuke box. It's not real heavy, but we'll just see how big it is. I'm hoping I don't regret bringing I hope I don't regret bringing a 10-frame, not bringing a 10-frame here. All right, let's get started. The reason I had those overlap was because I was trying to get the entrance as close as where it needed to be going into this Texas deep. You'll notice there's a lot of bees out foraging, and they're starting to build up right here where I am because they don't know where to go. That's a good reason to put the box you're moving the bees into. You want to put it where the old colony was. That way they get used to going back to the same location. Bees use like a GPS type system where they've oriented to a spot. They'll still be confused because it looks different than where they were going. Like I said, I'm moving some of my colonies to these Texas deeps, and these will be one of those. I'll fix that wobble after I get the bees moved over. These two colonies weren't massive caught swarms, but we'll see how they're doing now. Okay, this was the bait frame, which is a regular deep. Got a nice brood pattern on it and pollen. We'll stick it right here on this outside position. Yeah, they've got quite a bit of growing to do. Looks like I leveled it up nicely because they're drawing it nice and straight. Oh, there's the queen. She's a nice tiger striped. See her right there? Looking for a place to lay. She doesn't have much to work with. They need to get busy building her some comb. Yeah. Yeah, this is a fairly small colony. I brought a honey super over to put on top of these bees, but I got a feeling if I stick it on there now that the queen's just going to go up and start laying eggs in it, because she's basically laid these out. She's giving them all they can handle as far as trying to keep up with her. I'm not really supposed to do this, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick this next frame right in the middle. We've got nice warm days and nights, so they'll jump on there and start drawing that out. Might as well draw it there. One thing I wish I had done, well, I'll use this. Was brought something to cover these up, but I'll use this lid. This will work good. We'll do that. All right, move the other ones over. Yeah, this is another small swarm. I don't know if it'll be part of this video or the next video, but I'm going to move the Alabama 2 bees into a colony with another caught swarm that was caught on the Texas Deep that I know is strong. Be nice whenever I get into these Texas Deep enough that I can have some drawn comb to give them. But since I haven't seen her, instead of banging these down, I'm just going to set it down and give them a little smoke. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to bang them down now. There's not that many left. I brought this full super with drawn comb out, hoping that these were further along and I could just drop it on here and let them start to make me some honey, but not going to happen today. It's just not enough. They haven't built up enough yet. We'll give them another couple weeks, see what happens. Probably won't be getting any spring honey off of these, maybe fall honey. Tell you what, before I do that, I need to make sure this is level. You know, the frames were running this way before, so it was important that they were level in this direction. And now the frames are running this way, so it's really important that they're level in this direction. Okay, so this needs, if I prop that end up like I'm trying to do, that's level. That's pretty level too, so. I can find enough shims that I used before. Working out yards is is new to me, so I'm not used to having to plan for every circumstance of what you want or what you need before you leave. I will use a tiny bit more here. It may seem like overkill, but with these super deep frames, you want to spend a little extra time with your leveling. I'm gonna call that good. Still not 100% perfect, but it's in pretty good shape. I'll go ahead and move these boxes. A lot of the bees still smell these boxes, and come here instead of their home. I'm gonna do this and put them here. I don't like to dump these bottoms of swarms into the colony because there's just so much trash there. Next, we're gonna move this colony into a nuke right here. So let's see what we got. The reason I haven't set the nuke there is I want to look inside and see how strong they are. There's only 4 frames in the top of this. Yeah, they're pretty strong. You guys can see that from there, but covered with bees. Let's just pull one out and see what we got. There's a lot of bees in here. Yeah, they put a good bit of comb out here on this outside edge. They still got some room to go. I think with another deep frame, they'll be fine in 5. I've got a little bit of a plan with these. Maybe I can get them to make me some honey. All right. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, so they're this way. I guess it doesn't really. It only matters that I get the comb in the same. Removing their entrance regardless. I just need to make sure I get the comb next to it in the same order. So we're going to do that. Yeah, they've built out almost all of this. Getting a little wonky at the bottom. I think that's eggs. Look, there's just so many bees here. That's a decent swarm. I can straighten this comb out a little bit. This brand new comb is just so tender. Oh yeah, there's eggs in the bottom of those cells. Oh yeah, solid brood pattern. If I find the queen. They're just starting to festoon on the bottom of that frame, which means they're starting to draw wax on the bottom. You can find the queen. Nice. These are nice and moving nice and slow and deliberate on the frame. I don't see the queen, but I want to give you guys a look at how many bees. You might see the queen there. Isn't that beautiful? All capped. It is again. If you guys spot the queen, let me know in the comments. Once again, I forgot how I took it out of there, so I usually reach forward with my right hand when I take a frame out. We'll go with that. This was the bait frame, and it's got more bees on it than the other one did. Yeah, I better keep an eye on those. They'll probably build that empty frame out in about a week, so I need to be checking on those. Still got a lot of bees in here. I haven't seen the queen, so I need to be careful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to dump these in since I haven't seen the queen. Even if I put some trash into it, I don't want her to come out on the ground. So last thing, very simple. I'm just going to take these bees away from here to my truck, replace it with that box, make sure it's nice and level. Might peek in there. I might peek in that one. I'm not going to open this one because you guys notice a lot of bees are built up on the front. That's because I got here just a little bit after daylight, so some bees are already out foraging. Let's do this. Let's blow some smoke in the entrance. Open it. If more bees will go in instead of coming out, I don't know if that's working very well. Yeah, that's not working that great. I should have stayed. More bees came out than went in, so maybe I shouldn't have smoked them first. All right, we're just going to close that back up. I'm going to take these to the truck. Actually, I'm just going to set them on the ground right now. These also have Texas Deeps in them. Set these right here. Theoretically, should already be level. If I leveled that one. That's pretty level. We're just going to strap these down. Okay. Well, that pretty much does it. I'm going to load these bees up, clean up my mess, get back home, and do the same thing I did here in Capel with those bees and a colony that's sitting in the same location that they need to be in. It's Philip with RTX Honeybees. Thanks for watching.